Good evening, brothers and sisters. This is Brother Yacht coming to you from Brews Studio and News, Israelite Radio Network. Shalom. I'd like to say hello to everyone. Hope everyone is doing good and feeling good. Hope everyone is prayed up and blessed up. I would like to thank you again for joining me. And I'm going to do a little reading out of this little story about the heat wave in the USA and all of Europe. You know, I would just like to say there is a serious heat wave going through not just the US of A and Europe, all over the world. I mean, they're saying that they've never seen it like this before, this intense, this bad. You know, people are actually dying from it, heat strokes. But it's pretty bad out here. And I would like to say this is it. It sounds like, and it feels like, everything that is going on. For example, when I'm outside, you can tell there's a difference in the weather. The Most High give you that spirit, and you know that things is different now. That's what you say to yourself. Things is different. It's not the same. So we do know that a lot of things has happened, since 2019 when a lot of things hit and a lot of disasters and things going on in the world. Now, we had a bad winter. We had a bad, now we got a bad summer. But I'm going to show this video about the weather and stuff, and then we'll talk a little bit. 1 second.
Climate change is becoming impossible for many Americans to ignore. In 2021, we saw raging wildfires exacerbated by drought in the West and severe downpours across the Midwest, Northeast, and South. Snowstorms that overloaded Texas's electrical grid, deadly record-setting heat waves in the Pacific Northwest, and hurricanes that unleashed destruction from the Gulf Coast up to New England. In fact, according to an analysis by the Washington Post, more than 4 in 10 U.S. residents live in a county that was affected by weather disasters last year. But how exactly does a warming planet lead to more extreme weather?
When the sun's rays hit the Earth, the majority of that radiation bounces right back out into space. But naturally occurring chemicals in the planet's atmosphere, known as greenhouse gases, help trap a portion of that heat.
Human activity, like burning coal or gasoline, adds more greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, increasing the amount of solar heat that the planet retains. The Earth has warmed by about 2.2 degrees Fahrenheit since the dawn of the Industrial Revolution. And while individuals might not be able to feel that change just by going outside on a given day, we can see the tangible effects of disruption to our ecosystems. We've always had occasional extreme weather, but rising global temperatures have driven a rise in both the frequency and severity of these kinds of events. There are a lot of factors at play, including high and low pressure systems swirling in our atmosphere that can bring about cold snaps or deadly heat.
All of this hot weather is due to a large high pressure system.
And when it comes to precipitation, or lack thereof, it helps to understand the relationship between weather and water.
The climate cycle and the water cycle that most of us remember from second grade are all intimately connected. The renewable cycle of water on the planet is evaporation and the formation of clouds, and then we get rainfall and snow precipitating out again, and then runoff back to the oceans, and then evaporation. And that's fundamentally the climate cycle as well. As we change the climate, we have learned over the last many decades that we are also going to fundamentally change how much water we get and where we get it, the intensity of storms, rainfall patterns, the severity of droughts and floods. And we've moved from a world in which we expected those things to happen to a world in which we are now seeing those things happening.
By warming the planet by just a few degrees, we're seeing a chain reaction take place. For every 1.8 degrees Fahrenheit of warming, the atmosphere holds about 7% more moisture. So as more water evaporates, that vapor is held longer and travels further, leading to more extreme weather and snowfall when it eventually travels into cooler areas. We see this in an increase in tropical storms making landfall as hurricanes further and further north, as well as other storms carrying more precipitation further inland. We also see the other side of the extreme, increased evaporation drying up soil and foliage, leading to prolonged droughts and causing forest fires to burn hotter and longer. The Earth's ecosystems are all connected, so small changes can have a huge impact. We hope this helps you understand a little more about your world.
Yes, I'd like to say that little video is basically showing you about all the different disasters, that we have, or storms and different weather throughout the seasons, but now we're having a serious drought all over the world. And this reminds me of when I used to listen to Brother Rap the News. He studied and taught well on Planet Nebru, Planet X. He did a wonderful job teaching that, and I watched him every day when he was still around. And but like I say, this is what he was teaching, and look, it's gotten worse since he left us, and we know it's Planet X, Nibiru. It's getting closer. It's here. It's on us, and his son as well, Rap the News' son, is doing a heck of a job teaching about Planet X and Planet Nibiru also, and we better wake up and pay attention and look up and watch the signs and the temperature. We know what's going on. Stay alert. Like I said before, that wisdom and knowledge, you need that in these end times. You need that wisdom and knowledge, because that wisdom and knowledge is going to save you. You got to turn back to the laws, statutes, and commandments and follow the Most High. Follow Him only, and trust and believe in Him that He's going to save you when all this is over with, because we're there. It's almost done. It's almost finished, Like I say, once He put the Spirit on you, you will know. You will know. And I would like to say, just stay alert. Like I say again, turn back to the laws, statutes, and commandments. Follow the Most High and Him alone, only Him, and you will have favor with the Most High, And also, like I said a while ago, there's a lot of brothers out here that's teaching this truth, teaching His word, teaching it the right way. They're not just out here teaching it just to be running their mouth. There's a lot of brothers out there, that's doing it. But the Most High show you spiritually that soul that's in you. Like I always say, that soulful spirit. That soulful spirit. It'll show you your true brothers and your true sisters that's out here keeping His word, supporting one another. So, saying this, I would like to say I hope you enjoyed this, and like I say, stay on this internet and keep watching this news, because the true news is on the internet, because the primetime news during the day, you're not gonna get it like you get it on here. It's the same NBC, Fox, CBS, CNN. It's the same news on the internet that it is prime time, but they go in more detail on the internet. So my advice would be to, go on the internet, because that's what I do. I don't really watch much TV. I read the news on the internet, and but anyway, like I say, thank you for tuning in, and saying that, I would like to say, Shalom.